Yeah,
dog.
Yeah, you can pet this dog.
Punchable dog.
It's so punchable.
Yeah.
Feel free to. It'll take quite a beating.
Hey Gamesline, I'm here with Adlan, lead developer of Project Anomaly, and we're here to talk about your game. This game looks crazy.
Oh, thank you so much. Yeah.
There's a lot going on that's like this dark horror, but then it just gets like kind of cutesy. And it's just like, I'm really scared. Just kidding, I'm not scared. Can you explain more about Project Anomaly?
So Project Anomaly is a game where you play as an urban supernatural investigator. You have like a special camera, you can see invisible cryptids, mythological creatures, and you take pictures of them, you can talk with them and make friends with them as well. Solve cases by presenting these pictures to your clients. So it's kind of a similar, it's really inspired by Pokemon Snap, Shin Megami Tensei, and the Ace Attorney series. So it's kind of like a first-person 2.5D photography, mystery, adventure, narrative game. So
that's cool. So when you're talking about cryptids, like what kind of cryptids inspire you when it comes to making Project Anomaly?
There's like a lot of them.
There's a lot of them.
Yeah, it's just because I found a lot of, like, if you just go to any culture from like another country, and then they have like different stories. So that's kind of like what inspires me. Like,
because that would mean you're telling a lot of different cultural stories from a lot of different perspectives. So where does that get, when it when it comes to looking at like a Sahagin or looking at like a Bigfoot, like how do you approach that?
Here's the interesting thing. It's like I try to do a lot of background research, so I want to make it kind of really close to the source material, but I want to try to make it add more character to that. So it's kind of like, there's like a small flair of character. So for example, Bigfoot, I pick Bigfoot, and then it's like.
So what's your interpretation of Bigfoot?
Yeah, it's like it's really shy because a lot of people try to take pictures of them and then just like try to walk away.
I figure as a photographer game, that's kind of like the hardest one to get.
Yeah,
that's the golden grail.
That's why I just sort of make him. Yeah, let's just make him shy and try to make the character more stand out from other anomalies, and kind of like that's how I kind of try to decide the character based on the lore and kind of like based on how people interpret them.
So you're getting pictures of these characters, and then do you have a conversation with them, or is the conversations more about like you managing to get this picture and then selling it to somebody, or how does that work?
So there's like a lot of interactions in the game. So one of them is like you try to talk to clients, like people who just like try to have like a lot of problems, and you kind of listen to their problems, and sometimes can you take a picture of something? I just saw something really creepy, and they just confirm if that really is something. So take a picture of that. While the one with communicating with the anomaly, it's like you can take a picture of them, and after you take a picture of them, you can talk to them and make friends with them. So when you try to make friends with them, you actually get a lot of clues of another anomaly, or it could be clues for the cases that you're currently solving. So it kind of gives you a lot of advantage from just like taping the anomaly. Okay. So the challenge is like, you're using the beholder as a camera. Yeah, we have a model.
You're using a beholder. Oh my god.
It's like the camera.
Oh, that's so cute.
Yeah. And then it's like, this is like a camera that can see invisible cryptids and mythology, like the anomalies.
Okay.
And they have like a limited storage, so you have to kind of like a storage management game. You have to find out which photos are important for your clues.
Okay, I'm getting a really good view of that getting in the way of trying to get your shots right.
Yeah, and then in the game it's like currently it's just one level, but one level has you can visit the level at 4 parts of the day. So for example, you can just go like in the morning or at night or just like at the afternoon. So every shift it's like it's kind of timed, but it's like you have to kind of like manage your time. You can always go back to them and then they'll be there. But it's just like an interesting interesting strategy where you can like try to memorize or kind of like try to get some clues which characters or which anomalies show up at certain times. So that's also another layer of
that's
strategy.
cool. Okay. Because I would love to get my my perfect moonlit shot of Bigfoot, or my daylight, like he's right there in the frame. That's cool. What about the camera side of things? What inspires you about that with taking pictures and doing stuff? Do you have a lot of like filters, frames, options for taking pictures?
You will unlock new filters.
Yeah.
Or kind of like certain tools or accessories that allow you to discover new anomalies in the game. So that's like how you can unlock.
Have you ever done any photography yourself, or?
Oh yeah, it's like my dad he introduces me to kind of like a bunch of like old cameras in general.
Really?
Like Polaroid stuff. So they're kind of like somewhat.
No, that's awesome.
Yeah, and then but most of the gameplay, that's kind of what inspired me why I made this game, because I'm not a fan of like first-person shooters in general. So I try to kind of like challenge myself. How about if I try to make a first-person shooter? Sounds interesting to me.
So you like cameras, you like this first-person perspective angle, and you're like, how do I engage with this that doesn't feel so like low level, like, all right, we're just gonna shoot things, okay, whatever.
Yeah, because most of the games, like especially like the one that's like horror or supernatural theme, it's like you have to either like you have to kill the ghost, you have to kill the alien and stuff. It's interesting and kind of like too predictable. So I'm just gonna make them like, how about I just like take pictures of them and try to discover, doing actual research and try to understand them and kind of like make friends with them as well.
I like that, because I feel like that comes before making the cute critters.
Yeah.
Because once you get to that point, you're like, all right, I'm not shooting guys, I'm not destroying things, I'm not harming things. So like, what are we gonna put in the frame of the first-person view? And it's these like little critters, little guys. Big skeleton.
So for example, this one, so they kind of look creepy at first, but when you talk to them, they're actually like really friendly.
Yeah, that's amazing. Little like Sadako kind of.
Yeah, and then you see the trails kind of Bigfoot, and then they're actually there. So there's like a lot of like.
I love that. I love that approach to making games.
Thank you.
So when it comes to making it and like creating more of these, like every quest line that you go down, how do you go about deciding, what type of character you want to have engage with a certain mystery? Like how do you build a mystery?
So I try to make the characters kind of like really interesting. Like it has like, different characters, different backgrounds, so kind of like more like a diverse background. So just try to make the game kind of like feels less monotone. Like there's like a bunch of people, I guess.
So your goal is like, if I make this a widely diverse cast, then I can get a lot of different kinds of expression and a lot of different folklore.
Yeah.
And then you kind of build from there. That makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
That actually seems like it works in favor in like a bunch of different ways.
Yeah.
For a game that has a lot of like cultural touchstone.
Kind of introduce like a lot of cultures, because it's like this game is just about anomalies, so just mythological creatures from around the world. So.
It's about it's about cryptids, it's about anomalies, but like it's about the folklore.
Yeah.
It's about engaging with people, and they're telling stories that they want to share. That's how you get cryptids. That's how you get folklore.
Yeah.
And so, engaging at it from that level, and then going into the field and taking a picture and being like, oh, this guy's actually kind of a cool guy. Anything that you really want to like, that you're really excited about for Project Anomaly? Any surprises in there that you want to show people?
Well, yeah. So this is like the PAX demo. So this is like the first time we did. So if you see like the graphics here, it's kind of flat, or kind of like it looks kind of like a bit like not unpolished yet. So that one has like a new lighting system, so it just looks much better.
Okay.
And has like updated several of the models as well. And we
actually seeing it side by side. Yeah, the new lighting system looks really nice.
And then we also have like a new controller support. So that's something that's just really new for.
Yeah. controller support, new lighting rig. What else is in the pipeline for building this out further?
So yeah, currently, just like try to start working on the second chapter. So yeah, currently it's just the first chapter. It's like about 1 to 2 hours of content, and it's free on Steam right now, kind of like a demo.
Oh, cool.
But,
okay.
Yeah, I'm expecting to have about 5 chapters, so about like 10 hours of gameplay. So yeah, that's gonna
10-hour total, 5 chapters.
Yeah.
That seems like a large amount of content.
Yeah, but it's not too long either. So that's
No.
really nice. Nice playthrough for a game, just like 10 hours.
Yep. So you're putting it out on Steam.
200 hours. Like no, you're not gonna need 200 hours. But,
What's the timeline look like for it?
So currently, I'm just working on this part-time because I have a full-time job. So it's kind of somewhat inconsistent for the schedule yet. But
Right.
no,
this is a really early stage that you're at right now.
It's
So
still
this,
somewhat early.
it's this perfect moment. I'm glad you're showcasing it because a
yeah.
lot of people don't like to show that really raw early stages.
Yeah.
And so you've got probably a little bit of a longer road ahead. But yeah, with your part-time doing this, like moonlighting for this, gosh, yeah, you're looking at like another year or another 2 years or?
Yeah, probably like about 2 years.
Probably 2 years?
Yeah, hopefully it could be faster if I found some actual collaborator as well. So
really, yeah.
Of kind of like maybe start like a small team, like about.
It's at that point, and you're at PAX. There's a place where people are making games.
Yeah, it's like about two to like 4 people. Like it should be enough. Like I don't want to like a whole big team. Like it should be enough because I'm a solo developer. I just need someone that's like can fill in the knowledge gaps that I have. So that's something I'm trying to look for.
But you also have something you can show them now too. Be like, hey, this is what I've got.
Yeah, this is what I have so far.
What can you add to this? And you know, and still keep it like all cohesive because you've got such a strong foot forward that it should be very easy for people to be like, oh, I can help build this out. I love that idea.
Oh yeah, thank you. Just pat him.
Awesome. Thank you, Adlan.
Yeah, thank you so much. Yeah.
And have a great rest of PAX.
Oh yeah, thank you. Yeah, have a great time as well. Yeah.